I remember thinking to myself, geez, we've been here before. We've been through a flood, we've been through a financial crisis, and this will be no different. But that's not true. It was different because now instead of having 10 to 15 employees, now we've got 50 to 60. Now we've got a lot more customers. We have a lot more responsibility to these clients. We're traveling every week to their facilities. How do you manage that? It's different than managing the clients we had back in 2008, 2009.
I just wanted to make sure my team was comfortable and safe. So we really checked in with everyone, like, are you feeling okay? Not just physically, like illness, but like, are you feeling comfortable with how we're handling this? Were the check-ins that we were having really often. So eventually we went to split shifts just to make sure. People had said, like, we're getting kind of crowded in the lab, and so our solution was to have half the team come in early, half the team kind of come in later and stay late.
This is not our first company disaster, and once again, the best team in the business will stay in business. We're all in this together.
It was difficult, and by the end, we had some people who were pretty frustrated by the situation.
So the first thing that happened was the governor called and said, hey, can you make hand sanitizer? As it turns out, most of the same things you use in beverages and beverage flavors are used in hand sanitizers. And so we said, yeah, we can do that. And so we mobilized around that.
Let's start with Flavorman, one of our Kentucky companies that has been working hard for weeks to provide sanitizer to critical facilities all over Kentucky. This is a Center for Women and Families.
And how can we keep our flavor production going in any product development that we have, and we won't interfere with that.
Once we had vaccinations, we were able to kind of come back together, and that was our top priority, and it was something we were talking about as a group.
As it ends up, we hired people through that period because of the plans that we put in place.
It made me really realize how important culture is. We did get an opportunity to make improvements on that culture. And I think we've come a long way in the last year doing that.
We kept in closer contact with our clients during the crisis.
Your needs for product development don't stop. So we're still working. We're just doing things differently.
Because everybody was worried about, our clients were worried we were going to go out of business. We were worried our clients were going out of business. So we stayed in closer contact with them, and we've maintained that. So there are a lot of things that came out of the COVID crisis that made our business better, and things we wouldn't have tried had it not been for that crisis.